Hey, how's it going, fillies and fillers? Brad the Fixologist here. Today we're gonna look at this lamp that was given to me. I went to a guy's house to pick something else up, and they were moving, and he was like, "Hey, you want this fire extinguisher? It's an antique fire extinguisher." And he was like, "It also converts into a lamp." So it was already kind of converted into a lamp. It had all the parts inside, but they weren't yet converted. So I've recently put this together and bought that shade, which is just a kind of a campy shade at Goodwill for like $2. But it was just something to put on there momentarily while I came up with a better solution. But I think I have a better solution now. I want to show you how, first of all, how you can convert one of these old fire extinguishers into a really cool lamp. And second of all, show you what I think is probably the best thing to do with them in terms of the shade. Because they don't look good with everything. As you can see, it's kind of, I don't know, it looks maybe a bit, it looks okay, but it's just a bit goofy. So in this, we're going to spruce it up a little bit. Those are pretty cool, huh? Yeah, we'll use this shade for something different. Let's take it down. Here's a little bit better look at this particular one, and it is in really good shape. Somebody polished it up nice before I got it. It's got a couple of different tones. This is a heavier copper. It's I don't know, it's a different mix obviously than this. This is more of a brass right here on this piece, but it's really nice looking piece. Queen is the name of the particular model. Manufactured by Harker Manufacturing Company in Cincinnati, Ohio. There's your directions for use. Uses a bicarbonate soda. Fill with water. Oh, there's a mark on the inside. Then you stir it up, and then you put sulfuric acid in it. Don't touch me, man! So I wouldn't want to go spraying this at other people or anything like that. Tested 350 pounds. So these, you have to drill a hole up here. I think some of them come with a hole here and a plug, and some do not. But in this case, there's a hole that's been drilled right here in the center of this. So you have to do that in order to fit this piece. And then down here, there is a hole here on the side of the bottom. If you look at the bottom, these things are actually perfect for lamps because there's actually space on the bottom. You can see here. There's a lip that kind of goes up in there. So you drill one hole in the bottom of the thing and then drill one on the side to bring the cord out. So really actually very easy to convert one of these. Okay, so this lid screws off, and then your cord, of course, will thread up through. So this plug has a little wafer right there that comes off, and then you've got a couple of screw terminals here. We'll just take these screw terminals off. Okay, so there's the end off. Now we can feed this through. So what I'm going to do is replace this with something that's more circular, that has more of a look of like an old style parlor lamp. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you can see the kind of look I'm going for. I don't know if we're going to reuse this bolt and switch and everything or not. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, but I'll kind of figure it out as I go here. Because what I did was I went to eBay and I found a globe, one of those hanging ones actually, that hangs from the ceiling. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen, and we're going to convert it with one of those, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use any of this, or if I'm going to have to use it or not. And it doesn't have a switch, so we'll probably have to put the switch somewhere on the cord for this one. Here's the lamp. It actually even came with a bulb, which is fun. How many lamps actually come with the bulb? I don't know. This cord is much heftier than the other cord that we have. And also it's a 3-prong, which I did not account for. So we're going to have to probably disassemble it from up here on top to thread it through. You see here there's a little sleeve that screws on to the base, which is a big, hopefully glass. It said in the listing it was glass, and I hope it is real glass and not plastic. Yep, that's glass. Any cracks? There's a little imperfection there, but no biggie. Little one there too, but no biggie. But this is going to be a much better look overall. This big glass globe like this. It's going to look like something you'd see in a barber shop or something instead of what we had going before, which frankly just looked a bit dated and dated in a bad way. Like, you know, your grandmother's house in the 90s, you know, kind of dated. All right, so yes, indeed, we are going to have to disassemble this piece to use this cord because it's got the, oh, it does have a dimmer and everything on it here. Okay. So that's actually even better than I thought, but we are definitely going to have to disassemble this. Okay, I don't know if you could see that or not, but there are 2 screws down in there. I've loosened both of these screws at this point, and this whole piece is now loose and should just push right up. I'm going to use the cord itself here on the bottom. Just push it right out so we can access the connections. Okay, now inside of here we've got, here's our 2 main leads right there coming up that connect to the socket, and then there's a, it's going to be kind of hard to see because it's dark in there, but there's a ground wire that runs down inside of there, and I'm just going to clip it for the time being. We'll have to figure out something else to do with it. Okay, we do have this piece as well for the ceiling, and this actually might do exactly what we need it to. Okay, so this piece that's meant for attaching to the ceiling, this is the hardware that it came with, has got a bolt, it's got the nuts, and this bracket that attaches up to the, in the ceiling fixture. And then we have a little sleeve here with a bushing with a set screw here. And it has the same outer dimension as this bushing right here with the set screw. So what I'm thinking is we might be able to unscrew this, maybe use this bushing in place of this one if we can get this off of here. Let's see if I can unscrew this one and use this one in its place. And that was going to, I think, do exactly what we need to. Okay, I was able to get this bushing off of this piece and get this apart. So this was all like this, and this bushing was on here, and it had some kind of really strong Loctite on that nut, which is why it was stubborn. But I did get it off of there. Okay, we're going to have to make it through a pretty big chunk of brass here. This thing's heavy. Yeah, they sure don't make things like they used to. That's too small. I'm going to have to go all the way up to 1/2 inch. Okay. And it fits. Okay. Excellent. And we don't want this sticking up too far. We just want it on there a little bit. Feed the cord through. Probably should have tested to see if this thing even worked, because there's a little board here with a dimmer on it. So I probably should have tested that before I did anything else. Oh, don't tell me it doesn't fit through those. Oh, come on. Alright, I'm going to drill those out too. These little grommets are a little bit too small, so I'm going to use this one in. It's a tight fit, but it's going in. There's our cord threaded through. I have a feeling this is going to be the fun part right here. Let me get my wire strippers. Okay, I'm going to have to strip back a little bit more of this insulator so I can take this ground wire down through the hole. Is that going to work? Okay. Man, this is some very heavy duty insulator on this cord. It's like fuel line. It's really, really heavy duty. Man, it is no wonder they have to put suicide nets up on some of these factories overseas. Because I wouldn't be able to sit here and do this crap all day.
3 weeks later.
Man, I wish this metal piece was about 3 inches longer. That'd be really nice. All right, that's nice and tight. Okay. 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 That was a pretty arduous process, if I'm being honest, but I think it's much better than it was. I mean, check that out. It's got more of a, I don't know, more of a classic look to it now rather than what it had before. So anyway, yeah, strange video from me, but I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, hit subscribe, and for now, we'll see y'all later.